Morgantown, West Virginia, home of West Virginia University, may not strike visitors as a cosmopolitan center. But if you speak with students, you'll quickly realize how strongly the effects of globalization can be felt in our little corner of Appalachia.
The effect of everyday life, the importance of understanding the influence that it has on everything that we do, everything that we see, economically, politically, geographically, etc.
Things like the energy sector with natural gas, it kind of expands things from small regional markets.
Well, I think that globalization, it's obviously changed over time. And I think nowadays social media is kind of big. Stuff that's going on in Syria, no one would have really known about it that quickly. I found out as soon as she passed away, just because I refreshed my Twitter feed.
So how would you say globalization affects you in your everyday life?
My everyday life, well, I feel like it's one of the most important background things going on in my everyday life. It's basically I feel like it's inevitable, but it's also just the growing integration of everywhere on the world that's been happening ever since, ever since the civilization started. With my phone, designed in California, assembled in China, resources probably mined in Africa.
Globalization is changing the world we live in. It's shaping a new world in terms of economics, politics, cultural habits, in different aspects of the world. The world is changing, and that's really connected to the improvements and the advance of technology and new communication systems. The whole world is now very, very connected, more than ever.
And things like the energy sector, which it's in this day and age, everything we do now simply just has more impact than it did in the past, just because of how integrated everything is. Ease of transportation, and more global demand for things as countries want to develop faster. It kind of just takes away regional variation and kind of puts all the globe into one free market, just with the spread of capitalism, I suppose. Everything impacts everything now. I think globalization is very important.
In particular, I think globalization is changing also the social movements. Today we can see people moving from one country to another country so easy. Many of them are still moving because of economic needs, but we also see people moving because they are really interested in new cultures. They are more interested in experience different realities, and that couldn't be possible without this phenomena of globalization. I remember when I moved to Argentina. I've lived in 3 different countries, and I've traveled around 25 countries in the world. And when I was living in Argentina, I'm originally from Colombia, and I moved to Argentina to pursue a master's there. And while I was working there, I got a job. I got hired by a German company in Argentina, being Colombian. But I was assigned to a Microsoft project in Seattle. So I was a Colombian working in Argentina for a German company, working in Pacific time in Seattle. So my bosses were in Seattle, and I used to, my shift was Pacific time in Seattle. So I used to work from 9 to 5 p.m. Seattle time, which was 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. Argentina time. But I was working there, and all my bosses were in Seattle. I had absolutely no contact with the people in Germany, they were the ones who were paying me, but I had no contact with them at all. But I guess that's globalization, the fact that everything is so connected, and you have no idea what you're working for, but you can do everything on a computer or something.
To understand the effect of globalization, it may be best to simply ask what our lives would be like without it.
What's up, dude?
Yep.
So we're going to just get rid of all of the globalized products in our apartment. Just everything in this apartment that's not local, scrapping it. Just getting rid of it.
Okay.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, that's great.
All right.
Let's do it.
Cool.
All right.
Almost taking that.
Well, wait, no.
Stick all of that right
I
there.
well, then, what I'm trying to. I need you. How am I supposed to?
Yeah, it's all gotta go. You know?
Just all of it.
Just all of it.
Like everything.
Like everything.
Okay. Alright, there you go.
Even your tea right here.
Okay, well, so then I was supposed to drink that for.
Nope, not drinking it. That cup, not local.
Okay.
This chair,
No, that.
it's gotta go.
How are we gonna host people for.
Not hosting people.
Not hosting people, okay.
Nope.
Alright.
This spoon,
Yeah.
no sir.
Right, that's what I was.
What's this, a coaster? Nope, not happening.
I
Sorry.
was gonna put my.
Nope. Guess what?
Into this.
Yeah,
But
that's happening. No chair. Just, we gotta get rid of it all, man.
I would like to point out that maybe my chair was a little bit too far.
Yep. Table's gotta go too, I'm afraid to say. Yep.
That's the
This is
table.
the right thing to do, man.
And maybe I'm supposed to eat on that. But
It's a bad thing, globalization.
I agree.
Yeah.
However, I can.
Can just go ahead and forget about energy. This is gonna be better, trust me. Thank me later. Cut.